Good morning. You're with Cat's Crafts. I'm making different things this morning, so I thought I'd make a short video so y'all can see. I'm making these flasks, and then I'm making a lot of these little shot glasses. So I'm going to wrap them up with you, or finish wrapping them, I should say. And then I'll make another video when I start sublimating them. But I'm going to put them in the oven. These I'll do the same as a tumbler. I'll do 380 for about 6 to 8 minutes. Probably 8 minutes. That's where I do my tumblers at. And then the glass, I will probably do 7 minutes, closer to 400. I made these before and they're very simple. I've got different pictures on them, but they're a lot of fun to make. So on these, I put the picture on there. I did the back last time, and you can't get enough pressure on the curve, so it didn't come out as good. So I'm only going to do a picture in the front. So I've already done the heat tape on the sides just to hold down. I did all the way down to hold down the picture, but I'm not going to use shrink wrap. So instead of the shrink wrap, I'm going to use the painter's tape. And this works pretty good. That's what I did last time, and it keeps me from using the shrink wrap. Sometimes I'll even use this on my tumblers instead of using shrink wrap. So it just depends on what I feel like doing. And if I don't feel like all the work with the tape, I'll do the shrink wrap. But sometimes I'll use the tape. Especially on curved items, I like using the tape because it's a lot easier. So I'm just putting them across because it just makes it quicker. So I've just got to make sure it's very tight. So I'm just doing one strip at a time, but I'm pulling it very tight across the front because that's what gives it the pressure instead of the shrink wrap. Or if you're doing the tumbler in the mug press, you don't have the pressure, so this tape puts a lot of pressure on it, and it works pretty good as long as you're making it tight and you're covering up all the picture. I might put one more down there, I'm not sure, but it's real tight across here, across the top, across the picture. And that's where you want it. So that looks pretty good. Because the picture doesn't come all the way up. I have a little space on the top and bottom. So the painter's tape is covering up. So that'll make sure and take the top off. And you put that, I'll lay it probably flat. Probably this way. I guess it really don't matter. But it holds pretty good. I might put one piece of tape across all of them, because that seems to want to come off sometimes in the heat. So that might keep it. But yeah, the painter's tape isn't too bad. It keeps it pretty tight. So that's that one. And then the glasses, I'll just do the same thing because I don't like to use the shrink wrap on the glasses. So I just put it real tight and wrap it around the picture, and it usually works pretty good. In fact, I can probably just keep it going. Just make sure if you see any wrinkles or bubbles to get them out, because that's trapping air inside there and you don't want any ghosting. So I can probably, if I do it a little slanted, I can probably just go all the way around and make it tight. And I'm trying to keep the wrinkles from going in there because that's trapping the air. So there's a little piece there I'll have to, I guess I slanted it too much. So I'm gonna have to put another piece of tape. Oh well. I should have tried to, usually when I go all the way around, I don't slant it as much, and this way it's one long strip, so I'll just put another. The main thing is just pull it tight as you're putting it on there. And see let me get my finger. My fingers are making that bubble in there. So you need to make sure and get those bubbles out as you go around. You don't want any bubbles or any wrinkles because you don't want any air. Let me cut that off there. So make sure and get all those out. So let me go from this top part. So the main thing is just pulling it tight. And you can do this even on a tumbler. If you're making one of these tumblers, you can put the tape instead of using the shrink wrap if you're using the oven. But on the tumbler press, you don't really need all this tape because the press holds it together. So let me just put one more piece here because I want to make sure there's pressure on the whole picture. Okay, I think that will work. So I'm not sure if I have a part 1 and part 2 on these, but that's what it looks like. It's completely wrapped and completely tight. So just check it to make sure there's no bubbles, no wrinkles. That's okay, that's kind of on top of the other one. But that, make sure there's none. You can even put a piece and then fold it in, but I never do that. I seem to find that with mine, I don't really need that. And then the picture's not coming all the way down, so you don't need that either. So I'll do all these, I'll wrap all these. And this is my flask. So I've got 4 of these already wrapped. And then 12 of the shot glasses. So I'll make a video when I take them out of the oven when I'm unwrapping them. But they should come out cute. I've done one of these before, and I had 4 left, so I thought, let me finish them. I've got another fair coming up next weekend for 3 days, so I was trying to make all the little odds and ends that I have so I can put it out there and get rid of all the little odds and ends that I have. But just kind of check it all, make sure there's no bumps. If there's any bubbles, that's what's going to give you the ghosting, because there's a little piece of air in there that's trapped, and it won't, your picture won't be in contact with your whatever you're making. So let me turn my oven on to get them ready to sublimate. And then when you take this one out, being that it's glass, you should be able to see the picture inside. If you don't, you might want to cook it a little bit longer. That's usually how I check. I should be able to see it really dark on the inside. So this is Mario Brothers that I'll cook. And I'll come back and tape another short video for you so you can see what they look like. So much fun. So we'll talk to you in a little bit. Stay tuned. See ya.